But let's talk about what he's touring with. Like, start with that guy right there. What do we have?
Well, that is a 1960 Gretsch 6120. Brian purchased a couple of these a couple years ago, and Tom Jones, or TV Jones, ended up doing them over. He did the whole front face, neck radius, a new plate, removed the zero fret, 100 things. It took about 6 months to have it done.
Wow.
But I'll give you a list of that stuff too, because there's so much that it's even hard to comprehend how much he had to put into it too.
Okay, great. So we'll have that in the liner notes, kind of a more specific deal. But in short, it's a 59.
It's 60. This is a 60, yeah.
Okay, 60, totally redone by TV Jones. Mm-hmm. Okay, how about, so are the pickups original? Did he change out things like that, or
no? The pickups are original. Basically, the main work that he did was steaming and re-radiusing the neck for Brian's to the radius that he desires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Brian came up playing, you know, these vintage Gretsches. I think he did that Chet Atkins in the beginning. I think it was like a 59 in the beginning. Mm-hmm. So you'd think that would be the radius, kind of similar to the original one, but he's kind of gotten away from that a little bit over the years.
Well, I think the original issue was we had a guitar that I believe it was with Smoke here.
Oh, okay.
It had a strange radius. It went from like a 7.5 to a flat 12 or a 10. So they finally figured out what it was, because, you know, Brian would play guitars. He's like, this isn't right, this isn't right, this isn't right. And then they finally did the measurements, and they figured out, the Gretsch shop, you know, they took x-rays of it and did all this stuff to try to figure that out. And eventually they figured it out. And now when he has guitars made from Gretsch, they come with that radius.
Very specific to that.
Yeah, so, but if he buys guitars like he did with his 60, he has Tom do all the, you know, the finish work to them, and, you know, the refretting, the dots. I mean, everything has been done to this guitar.
Wow, God, the top is
it's just beautiful.
Beautiful on this thing.
Yep.
Okay, so the Bigsby, do you have to do anything to make it stay in tune? Because he gets pretty aggressive at times with it.
Yeah, one thing that I noticed over the years when I first started working for Brian, that when they come out of the factory, there's felt on the underside of it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the smooth body, there's movement, you know? And you see in later Bigsbys where they actually have them pinned, you know, with a screw to them so they can't move. Yeah. I basically took a type of gripping material and put them underneath the actual Bigsby's itself so they don't move at all.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I scraped the felt off, basically, and put grip material.
Put it right on there.
Yeah, the first gripping stuff that I used kind of was eating the finish away a little bit. But, so, you know, it was, you know, well, it's not going to be seen, so who cares? So the guitar stays 100% in tune.
Yeah.
But if you go to resell it, which, you know, he probably would never resell any of these, you know, there would probably be some type of lacquer damage underneath a couple of them because of my like this. I've got to make this work.
Yeah, but in a 59, there's going to be some stuff.
Anyways,
anyways. Okay, so this one is this kind of take me through it a little bit. So this is the 59.
No, this is the 60.
Oh, 60. Sorry.
This is the 1960 that Tom just redid.
Okay, and this one is Smoke.
Yep, that's Smoke. That's the guitar Brian's had for, you know, since he was a kid.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the story on Smoke?
It's been around with us for forever, that guitar. I've done so many gigs with this guitar. So, you know, it's a guitar that stays, and pretty much they all stay 100% in tune now, but this guitar, you know, it's just amazing. Its playability and everything it's a gorgeous piece.
Oh yeah. And he never keeps the scratch pad on them, right? Are they always the pick guard?
The pick guards,
Pick guard.
Yeah, he always has me remove those. Yeah, they just get in the way.
Sure. Now, what strings do you run on these?
It's just a 10 gauge. You know, D'Addario 10s.
D'Addario 10s.
Yeah.
Okay. And how often do you change them? Do you change them on every gig, or?
No, he doesn't really like me to change strings very often. We did a show years ago in the Montreal Jazz Fest where the equipment showed up really late.
Yeah.
And I didn't bother changing the strings because I knew it'd be some maneuver he would pull, and you know, pulling the bar up, or, you know, something that I, you know, wouldn't have been a common stretch area for me, so to speak.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, just leave the strings on there, and I won't have to go up. But they were very old, and he got kind of upset at me because I didn't change the strings.
Yeah.
But then after the gig was over, he said, hey, Ty, what did you do to the guitar? And I was like, I didn't do anything. He's like, never change strings again. That's the sound. So he played 26 songs in a row at Montreal Jazz Fest with the same guitar in tune the whole time.
Never changed.
Yeah.
And they'd had a gig on them already.
The guitar was sitting in a warehouse for 6 months.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God, from the warehouse
to
the
gig.
stage.
Yep. To the gig.
Not a glitch.
Not a glitch, yeah.
Wow.
It was like, for me, it was one of the best shows. I think that, and we've done a lot of great shows together, but that one really rings a memory. It was probably because I got a little scolded at first.
And then the redemption.
Well, the redemption was that it was, 26 songs of me not going out there once and interrupting the gig, because we like, we like to go here.
Sure.
We don't like taking time to do this, and even though it's really, you think of it, it's only really a minute. Or something, but still, that minute to another minute to another minute. There's three minutes, 4 minutes. There's another song we could have played.
Sure, and it's. I've seen the show, and it flows. It's fun.
Yeah.
It goes.
Brian's definitely the go cat go guy.
Right. Yeah, I love that. Okay, so 60. What year is this
59.
one? 59, 60, 59, and then this looks a little more modern. What do we got
that
over
one's
here?
a magenta sparkle. It's I believe that one's a 2004.
Okay.
So and he plays it on one song, capoed. I forget the song that right offhand right now. I don't have the set list that that he plays. There's one of them that he plays it on this trip.
Yeah, and does a capo.
Yeah, just easier for some reason.
Does he use the Bigsby with the capo?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's always using the Bigsby no matter what.
Yeah. That's a gutsy move with a capo.
Yeah, he's just he's so good with the Bigsby to begin with.
Right.
And just his whole hand controls of volume, swells, and all the guitar is I'm very I consider myself to be very lucky to be able to experience watching someone with his caliper play guitar almost every night.
Right.
So
yeah, it's just is so effortless watching him play, and he just never runs out.
Yeah, and he basically I've worked with a lot of different guitar players over the year, and he has like the lightest touch of anyone. Like he does not pit strings. These strings could be on here for a month, and there won't be any damage to even the high E string or anything. It's the lightest touch ever.